नमस्ते, नमस्ते, नमस्ते। आज अदा के 8th एनुअल स्पीच डे में आप सबका तहे दिल से मैं स्वागत कर रही हूँ। नमस्ते विचारक मंडली, जजेस, नमस्ते मेरे ऑल ऑडियंस, नमस्ते मेरे ऑल स्टूडेंट्स। धन्यवाद आप यहाँ आए, धन्यवाद। आज एक विशेष दिन है स्टूडेंट्स, सभी को बता रही हूँ, वसंत पंचमी। आज हम भारतीय देवी सरस्वती का पूजन करते हैं और ऐसे माना जाता है भारतीय परंपरा के अनुसार कि सरस्वती देवी वाक की देवी है, बुद्धि की देवी है, विद्या की देवी है। सो इससे और क्या अच्छा दिन हो सकता है इस दिन को छोड़ के हम अदा के स्पीच डे को मनाएं। सो इसलिए आज के दिन हमने चूज किया कि इस वार्षिक उत्सव को बहुत धूमधाम से मनाएंगे, आप सभी के सहयोगिता आशीर्वाद से। आज इस कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करते हुए मैं आज कल तीनों सेशन के जो एंकर्स हैं, मेरे विद्यार्थी हैं दोनों ही, उन दोनों को मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी, पारुल दीवान और आरुषि ठोमरे। आरुषि, पारुल, अपना अपना परिचय दीजिए और कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाइए। मेरे आशीर्वाद आप दोनों के साथ हैं। मेरे सभी स्टूडेंट्स जो आज स्पीच देने वाले हैं, सबके लिए शुभकामनाएं। बेस्ट विशेस स्टूडेंट, बहुत एंजॉय कीजिए। विचारक मंडली, जजेस, मेरा प्रणाम। शुरू करते हैं आज के कार्यक्रम। आ जाइए पारुल और आरुषि, इन दोनों के लिए पहले जोरदार एक तालियां हो जाए।
वेरी गुड इवनिंग, नमस्कार। मैं पारुल दीवान, अदा की 4th लेवल की स्टूडेंट।
और मैं आरुषि ठोमरे, अदा की 6th लेवल की स्टूडेंट।
आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं। गर सूरज की तरह चमकना है, गर सूरज की तरह चमकना है तो रोज उगना होगा। नए ख्याल, नए अंदाज, नए नजरियों को समझना होगा। परों को फैलाओ अपने, परों को फैलाओ अपने, फिर सारा आसमान तुम्हारा होगा। इसी को बयां करते हुए अदा परिवार ने नए साल में नए अंदाज से इसकी शुरुआत की। अदा ने डांसिंग सोल्स फोटो एल्बम के जरिए अपने स्टूडेंट्स को एक नया कैनवस दिया, खुद के ख्यालों को रंगों और लकीरों के जरिए कागज पे उतारने का, जिसे आप YouTube पर भी देख सकते हैं। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी अरूपा दीदी से कि प्लीज वो फोटो एल्बम डांसिंग सोल्स का वीडियो प्ले करें।
ये मेरी खुशनसीबी है कि फिर से मैं आप सबके सामने ये शेयर करूं और आप अपने अदाकारी को देखिए स्टूडेंट्स। बहुत अच्छा, जरूर मैं शेयर करूंगी।
हरी हरी वसुंधरा, नीला नीला ये गगन, नीला नीला ये गगन। हरी हरी वसुंधरा पे नीला नीला ये गगन, कि जिस पे बादलों की पालकी उड़ा रहा पवन। दिशाएं देखो रंग भरी, दिशाएं देखो रंग भरी, चमक रही उमंग भरी। ये किसने फूल फूल पे, ये किसने फूल फूल पे किया सिंगार है। ये कौन चित्रकार है, ये कौन चित्रकार, ये कौन चित्रकार है,
ये कौन चित्रकार है, ये कौन चित्रकार।
तपस्वियों सी है अटल ये पर्वतों की चोटियां। ये सर्प सी घुमेरदार घेरदार घाटियां। ध्वजा से ये खड़े हुए, ध्वजा से ये खड़े हुए हैं वृक्ष देवदार के, गलीचे ये गुलाब के, बगीचे ये बहार के। ये किस कवि की कल्पना, ये किस कवि की कल्पना का चमत्कार है। ये कौन चित्रकार है, ये कौन चित्रकार, ये कौन चित्रकार है।
ये कौन चित्रकार है, ये कौन
कुदरत की इस पवित्रता को तुम निहार लो। इसके गुणों को अपने मन में तुम उतार लो। चमका लो आज लालिमा, चमका लो आज लालिमा अपने ललाट की। कण कण से झांकती तुम्हें छवि विराट की। अपनी तो आंख एक है, अपनी तो आंख एक है, उसकी हजार है। ये कौन चित्रकार है, ये कौन चित्रकार, ये कौन चित्रकार है।
ये कौन चित्रकार है, ये कौन चित्रकार, ये कौन चित्रकार है, ये कौन चित्रकार।
अदा परिवार अपनी परंपरा को कायम रखते हुए आप सभी को नए साल 2022 के दूसरे इवेंट की ओर लेकर चलना चाहता है, एक एनुअल स्पीच डे सेलिब्रेशन, जिसमें अदा परिवार के सभी स्टूडेंट्स अपने पब्लिक स्पीकिंग टैलेंट को आपके सामने पेश करेंगे। जिसके लिए मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी हमारी गुरु नृत्यालंकार श्रीमती अरूपा रॉय चौधरी जी को कि वो दीप प्रज्वलन के साथ कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करें और कुछ शब्द कहें। दीदी प्लीज।
अस्तोमा सद्गमय, तमसोमा ज्योति गमय, मृत्योमा अमृतम गमय। अर्थात परब्रह्म परमात्मा हमको असत्य से सत्य की ओर ले चलिए, अंधकार से प्रकाश की ओर ले चलिए और मृत्यु से अमरता की ओर ले चलिए। हम दीपक की ज्योति को परब्रह्म का स्वरूप मानकर उसकी अर्चना करते हैं और अपने कुशल क्षेम का मनोरथ मांगते हैं। दीप प्रज्वलन का हमारे धर्म ग्रंथों में आध्यात्मिक उल्लेख रहा है, जो विभिन्न युगों के ईश्वरीय अवतारों के कालक्रम से लेकर वर्तमान समय तक उसी निष्ठा से चलता आ रहा है। प्रत्येक शुभ कार्य के साथ दीप प्रज्वलन की रीति यह सुनिश्चित करती है कि प्रारंभ किया गया कार्य कुशलता पूर्वक अपनी संपन्नता को प्राप्त करेगा एवं उसमें जीवन मूल्यों व संस्कारों के साथ आगे का पथ प्रशस्त करेगा। अतः इसी कामना के साथ हम आगे बढ़ते हैं और मैं पारुल दीदी से रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगी कि वह आज के जजेस से हमें इंट्रोड्यूस करवाए।
थैंक यू आरुषि।
पारुल, आरुषि, धन्यवाद। दीप प्रज्वलन करते हुए मेरे मन में एक ख्याल आए। कार्यक्रम शुरू हो चुके हैं, दीप प्रज्वलन हुआ है। आज वसंत पंचमी है, तो देवी माँ सरस्वती को याद करते हैं हम सब। अपने अपने म्यूट पे रखिए और मेरे साथ उच्चारण कीजिएगा। या देवी कुंदेंदु तुषार हार धवला, या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता, या वीणा वरदंड मंडित करा, या श्वेत पद्मासना, या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृति भी देवै सदा वंदिता, सामां पातुं सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्यापहा। यानी सरस्वती माँ अपने सफेद वस्त्र पहने हुए हैं, सफेद हार धारण किए हुए हैं, सफेद कमल के ऊपर वो बैठे हैं। और सरस्वती देवी से हम प्रार्थना करते हैं कि सरस्वती का वास अदा के सभी विद्यार्थियों की शरीर में, मन में हमेशा कायम रखे। तो ये बोल के आज दीप प्रज्वलन का पाठ यहाँ मैं समापन कर रही हूँ, प्रोग्राम शुरू कर रही हूँ। पारुल और आरुषि आगे बढ़िए।
I would like to introduce our first judge for today, Dr. Vishakha Thakur ji. She has done her PhD in Hindi literature, and along with it, she is a Hindi writer and a professional translator.
Thank you, Parul.
She has done her PhD in Hindi literature, and along with it, she is a Hindi writer and a professional translator in Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, and English. So far, she has translated 39 to 40 books. Furthermore, she has worked in RBI and New India Assurance for 25 years. Presently, she is a freelance trainer in general insurance at HR subject. And we can proudly say that she had been an ex-student of ADA. And for last 5 years, she has been judging our speech.
Thank you very much, Parul. Thanks a lot.
I would like to introduce our second judge for today, Mrs. Ravina Rakesh Jhaji. She is presently a faculty of English in the ICSE section of Srimati Sulochana Devi Singhania School. Having done her master's in English, she dons many hats as a television presenter, news anchor, and motivational speaker. She is a recipient of Champions Trophy Award for Excellence in English Language. She is also ranked 58th in the nation's Teachers Proficiency Olympiad, conducted by the Center at the national as well as international level. In April 2021, Ravina ji scored 70% in Subodh Gayan from Maharashtra Sugam Sangeet Samiti. Her interests also include spirituality and tarot card reading as well. We are happy to say that she has been judging our speech day events for nearly 3 years for now. I would request Ravina ma'am to say a few words.
Thank you, Arushi. A very good evening to everybody. Sabhi ko mera namaste. I think we should begin with the proceedings of the day. Children are anxiously waiting for their turn to speak.
Thank you, ma'am. Our third judge for today is Mrs. Shrija Kurupji. A postgraduate in commerce, she has a multifaceted personality. A trained Bharatnatyam dancer, a yoga practitioner for 15 years, Mrs. India Beauty Pageant winner, and a pageant director with Charisma Group at All India level. She is a lecturer by profession and is running her own coaching institute, S Square Classes. She loves to dance, read, and write poems and short stories. We can proudly say that she is also a student of ADA for an year now. Shrija ji would request you to please say a few words.
Thank you, Parul, and warm welcome to all the participants, all the judges. Namaste, Didi. I'm really honored that I got this opportunity to judge this show, and I'm sure all the participants are going to rock. So all the best to all the beautiful, lovely students out here. All the best. Give your best. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Let's give a big round of applause to all our judges for gracing this occasion. Now I would like to introduce our groups for today. We'll start with the Chitralekha group, which comprises of students who are from the age group of 14 years and above. There are 16 participants in this group. The time limit for this speech is maximum 3 minutes. Coming to the awards would be given to the first, second, and third winners. And there would be 3 consolation prizes. Besides this, there would be participation trophies for all the other participants. Coming to the second group, that is Amrapali group, which comprises of students who are 9 and 10 years old. There are 11 participants in this group, and the time limit for this speech would be maximum 3 minutes. The awards would be given to first, second, and third winners, and there would be 3 consolation prizes. Besides this, there would be participation trophies for all the other participants. And for today's competition, Arupa Didi would be keeping track of time for the speeches. There are 2 more participants from tomorrow's 2 groups, that is Sitara and Vasav Datta, who will be delivering their speeches today after the completion of Amrapali. I would request the audience to please keep their mics and cameras off during the competition. So all the best, participants. And now Arushi is eagerly waiting to take us forward. Arushi?
Yes, thank you, Parul Didi. Now let's start with the Chitralekha group. Our first participant is Rujuta, and her topic is Ardhanari Nateshwar. After Rujuta is Riddhi Raut and then Aarti Rajesh. So please be ready.
नमस्कार. आज माझा विषय आहे अर्धनारी नटेश्वर. नमः शिवाभ्याम नवयौवनाभ्याम परस्पराश्लिष्ट वपुर्धराभ्याम नगेंद्र कन्या वृषकीर्तनाभ्याम नमो नमः शंकर पार्वतीभ्याम. कल्याण करणाऱ्या नवयौवन युक्त परस्पर आलिंगित असलेल्या शरीराला माझा नमस्कार. वृषभ चिन्ह ज्याच्या ध्वजावर आहे अशा शंकराला व पर्वत कन्येला माझा सादर प्रणाम. मानव हा बुद्धिमान प्राणी आहे आणि त्यामुळेच या सृष्टीच्या मागे एकच व अविच्छिन्न शक्ती काम करते असे त्याला सतत वाटत असते आणि त्यामुळेच शास्त्रकारांनी या शक्तीची कल्पना स्त्री व पुरुष रूपात केली आहे आणि शंकराला अर्धनारी नटेश्वर हे रूप दिले आहे. पुरुषाचा पौरुष, विवेक, निर्भयता, ज्ञान हे सर्व गुण स्त्रीमध्ये देखील आले पाहिजेत. तसेच स्त्रीमधली दया, ममता, प्रेम, कारुण्य हे सर्व गुण पुरुषामध्ये देखील आले पाहिजेत. दार्शनिक दृष्टीने स्त्री व पुरुष एकत्र आले की त्याला पार्वती परमेश्वर किंवा उमा महेश्वर असे म्हणतात. अर्धनारी नटेश्वरामध्ये शंकर व पार्वती हे एकाच भगवंताचे रूप आहेत, पण ह्यात नर व नारी गुण यांचे मिश्रण झाले आहे. स्त्री व पुरुष यांच्यातील गुणांच्या अद्वैताच्या परिणामामुळे जेव्हा पुरुषाच्या अंतःकरणात स्त्री भावनांचे उदात्तीकरण होते तेव्हा तो प्रेमळ, कारुण्यमय तथा वात्सल्यमय बनतो. तसेच स्त्रीमधील पुरुष जागृत होतात, ती धीर व दृढ सावित्री बनते. तिच्यातून रणचंडी लक्ष्मी प्रकट होते. पती सोबत चितेत जळणारी पद्मिनी निर्माण होते. कृष्णाने देखील भगवद्गीतेत सांगितले आहे, प्रकृती पुरुषम चैव विद्यनादी उभावपी. म्हणजेच प्रकृती आणि पुरुष यांच्याच आधारे या सृष्टीचा निर्माण झाला आहे. एकाशिवाय दुसरे तत्व पांगळे आहे. अर्धनारी नटेश्वर हे नर, नारी, उमा, महेश, शंकर, पार्वती यांच्या संयोगाचे प्रतीक आहे. जर आपण स्त्री पुरुष यांच्यातील श्रेष्ठ गुणांची बेरीज करून आपल्या पूर्ण जीवनाकडे प्रयाण केले तरच आपण अर्धनारी नटेश्वराची पूजा केली असे समजले जाईल. चांपेय गौरार्ध शरीर काय. चाफ्याच्या फुलाप्रमाणे जिची कांती आहे अशी म्हणजे पार्वती. कर्पूर गौरार्ध शरीर का. कापुरासारखा पांढरा शुभ्र असा शंकर आहे. धम्मिल कायेच जटाधराय. अंबाडा जिने धारण केलाय अशी म्हणजे पार्वती आणि जटाधारी म्हणजे शंकर. नमः शिवाय च नमः शिवाय अशा दोन्ही रूपांना माझा सादर प्रणाम. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Rujita. Our second participant is Riddhi Raut, and the topic is education. After Riddhi, we have Aarti Rajesh and then Panya. So please be ready.
Namaste everyone. My name is Riddhi and I am Ada's 4th level student. And today I'm going to speak on the topic education. So, what is education? Education is a tool which provides people with knowledge, information, morals, values, and enables them to know their rights and duties towards their family, society, and the nation. It expands the vision and the outlook to see the world. So it develops the capability in us. Develops the capability in us to fight towards the bad elements like corruptions, violence, and injustice. Now, is it important? Yes. Education not only helps a person to make his career, but also help in make the person confident, smart, and independent. And also, it assists its personality. Then, is it getting to all? So at least the basic education should be provided to everyone, let it be poor or rich. So this question can be answered in both negative ways and positive ways. So negative is that nowadays private schools has been increasing their fees, and there are many who can't afford this. And the positive point is that our government of a nation is trying their best by building these government schools, which can be afforded by everyone. And also, it is one of the sustainable developments of the world.
Thank you, Riddhi. Our third participant is Aarti Rajesh, and the topic is Kathak Pradarshan ki Samiksha. After Aarti Rajesh, we have Panya and then Vaishnavi. So please be ready.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम आरती राजेश है और मैं अदा की अलंकार स्टूडेंट हूँ. आज का मेरा विषय है कथक प्रदर्शन की समीक्षा करना. पहले ना हम समीक्षा शब्द का अर्थ जान लेते हैं. समीक्षा करना क्या है? समीक्षक एक कथक प्रदर्शन को देखता है और फिर उसके ऊपर समीक्षा लिखता है, यानी पूरे कार्यक्रम की समालोचना करता है, दर्शकों तक उस कार्यक्रम का वर्णन प्रस्तुत करता है. यहाँ समीक्षा का अर्थ किसी की बुराई करना ना होकर पूरे कथक के प्रदर्शन की समालोचना करके उसका आस्वाद लेना और आस्वाद लेने वालों को दिशा दिखलाना है. इसलिए समीक्षक को कुछ मुद्दों पे ध्यान देना चाहिए. कथक के समीक्षक को कथक की शैली का पूर्ण ज्ञान होना आवश्यक है. किसी भी घराने से कोई भी पक्षपात या पूर्वग्रह नहीं होना चाहिए. समीक्षा स्पष्ट शब्दों में और सरल भाषा में लिखनी चाहिए. कलाकार के प्रयत्न आयु का ध्यान रखकर समीक्षा लिखनी चाहिए. अगर कलाकार के दोषों का विवेचन करना भी हो तो भी योग्य शब्दों का उपयोग करना चाहिए ताकि कड़वाहट न लगे. समीक्षा किसी को निराश करने के लिए नहीं, लेकिन कलाकार को प्रेरित करने के लिए होनी चाहिए. समीक्षा करते समय और भी कुछ चीजों का ध्यान रखें, जैसे कलाकार विलंबित, मध्य, द्रुत लय की बढ़ंत दिखाने में कामयाब है क्या? उठान का जोश, ठाठ का सौंदर्य, शारीरिक आकृति चित्रात्मक है क्या? रेखाकृत आलेख के साथ तोड़े टुकड़े तिहाइयों का प्रदर्शन हो रहा है क्या? तत्कार करते समय पदाघात सहजता से हो रहे हैं क्या? बोलों की पढ़ंत करते समय बोलों का उतार चढ़ाव और सूर लग रहा है क्या? गुरु से मिली हुई पारदर्शी परंपरा का प्रदर्शन हो रहा है क्या? ठुमरी जैसे गहन अभिनय में भावार्थ स्पष्ट हो रहा है क्या? वंदना की प्रस्तुति के समय देवता क्षण भर प्रस्तुत होने का आभास हो रहा है क्या? इन सभी चीजों का विचार करके ही एक समीक्षक ने उत्तम समीक्षा लिखनी चाहिए। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Arti. Our fourth participant is Panya, and her topic is the role of teaching in building the nation. Next is Vaishnavi and then Shravani Apte. So please be ready.
A very good evening to one and all present here. I'm Panya Mehul Sheth, and today I'm going to speak a few words on the role of teachers in building the nation. Teachers are the real guide of the students. Through their deep knowledge, they can impart valuable information to the students. They guide them towards noble deeds, health, studies, cleanliness, and the most important, moral values of life. All these qualities help a child to grow into an ideal citizen of his or her nation. Teaching is a profession that teaches all other professions. Like behind every successful doctor or an engineer, there is a teacher. Teachers can rightly be called the nation builders because through their love and sacrifices, they have shown us the right path through which great leaders have built the nation. At last, I would like to say that the leaders of today are getting the leaders of tomorrow ready. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Panya. Our fifth participant is Vaishnavi, and her topic is living in the moment. After Vaishnavi is Shravani Apte and then Sai Brihati. So please be ready.
Vaishnavi Sanil. Okay, Arushi, next participant, please.
Our sixth participant is Shravani Apte, and her topic is a gem that I found in lockdown. After Shravani, we have Sai Brihati and then Aditi Hinukale. So please be ready.
When we are no longer able to change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Good evening, everyone. My name is Shravani Apte, and I'm a Visharat Purna level student of ADA. My topic for today is a gem that I found in lockdown. Amidst lockdown, a philosophy professor assigned us with a project of writing a review on a book named Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Giving a brief about this book, it narrates experiences Viktor Frankl, a philosopher, psychiatrist, and a neurologist, had gone through while spending almost 5 years in the concentration camps of World War II. While he has not just simply narrated the experiences, but also described it through a philosophical and psychological lens. Moreover, he has also talked about the logotherapy which he developed as a result of a study conducted on these experiences. Frankly, a person like me who is not that fond of reading, at the first glance, the book seemed quite uninteresting with no pictures, and the central theme made me feel very dull. But nevertheless, I'm very happy that it proved me wrong. Though at times the incidences narrated were so outrageous and brought disgust to my face, the way Frankl had connected it to the psychological perspectives made it quite captivating. Thus, this previously negative-looking book turned out to be very positive at the end. Talking about the main crux of the whole book, it focused upon this very question that what is it or why is it so that only a few out of millions survive the worst situations of the Holocaust? Answering this situation, Frankl said that more or less everyone in those camps had the same physical conditions. But what did matter was their state of mind. As per him, these few individuals who survived were not just trying to find meaning in their life, but meaning in their sufferings as well. When he quoted that the last of humans' freedom is the ability to choose one's attitude in a given set of circumstances can never be snatched away, he highlighted the key role, the importance of human mind, hope, and attitude in an individual's life. After reading this book, I had this thought in mind that how easily we give up upon things and blame the external environment for it, wherein pretty much it's internal thing. It is not always what's around us, but at times what's inside us. Reading this book was a journey in itself. It made me think about my perspective towards different things. It was an eye opener for me. Thus, I say it's not just simply a book, but a gem that I found in lockdown. Thank you.
Thank you, Shravani. Our seventh participant is Sai Brihati, and her topic is No Pain, No Gain. After Sai Brihati is Aditi and then Isha. So please be ready.
Good evening, everyone. I, Saibriyati Pokla, is going to speak on the topic No Pain, No Gain. I would like to start with a story. In the middle of a beautiful city, there was a museum. The floor in the museum was laid with marble tiles, and right in the center of the foyer was a huge marble statue. Many people from all over the world visited the museum and admired the beautifully crafted statue. One night, one of the marble tiles on the floor started talking to the marble statue. Hey, statue, we are originally from the same town. We were picked up from the same mine, transported on the same lorry, brought to the very same sculptor. Why then do people from all over the world come all the way here just to step on me while they admire and praise you so much? This is so unfair. The marble statue replied, My dear friend, oh tile, do you remember how we sat there side by side in the sculptor's workshop in our original form as marble blocks? And do you recollect how the sculptor chose to work on you first? He started using his tools on you simply to turn you into a masterpiece. But you resisted. You started falling apart. Of course I remember, said the marble tile. I hate that guy. How could he use such sharp tools on me? It hurt so badly. The marble statue replied, That's right. When you couldn't take the pain of his tools, he decided to give up on you and start working on me instead. I knew at once if I had to be something different, I would have to bear the pain. Thinking so, instead of resisting, I bore all the pain of the sharp tools he used on me. My friend, there is a price to everything in life. Since you decided to give up halfway, you cannot blame anybody who steps on you today. Life, as a sculptor, wants to make a masterpiece out of us. The question is whether you are ready to handle every test, every hard knock, every trouble, every failure, all the pains coming from these sculpting tools and become a masterpiece. Or do you grumble and crumble down to simply become a type? That is what decides whether people step on you or admire you as you become a role model for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Sai Brihati. Our next participant is Aditi, and her topic is stereotype. After Aditi is Isha and then Kiran. So please be ready.
Good evening, one and all. Today I'll be delivering a speech on the topic of stereotypes, more specifically gender stereotypes. I'd like to begin by sharing few observations I made when I was in my high school. A boy was being joked about because he was carrying a pink school bag. Also, I remember in my 7th grade, a teacher needed help with moving her desk. She immediately called for the 2 boys who were placed far away from her instead of the girls who were closer to her. I would like you to give it a thought on the examples I shared as to why the boys and the teacher had the mentality they had in the examples. So the way the boys and the teacher was thinking in the examples I shared is highly influenced by stereotype. So to explain in simple terms, stereotype is a overly generalized judgment about a particular group or a person, which doesn't have to make any sense. For example, all Muslims are terrorists, and only those students who receive less marks opt for humanities, and that only science and commerce are the potential fields in this country, which is completely false. The same comments when made in terms of gender is called gender stereotypes. This can be best understood through examples. In terms of personality traits, men are supposed to be dominating, confident, courageous, while women are expected to be soft, polite, accommodating, understanding, and gentle. In terms of physical appearance too, men are often expected to be tall, dark, and handsome, while women are often expected to be skinny, attractive, and have a fair skin. For example, according to these examples, if we give it a moment and think how these notions are formed and take place in our everyday lives, the answer lies around us. First of all, influence of parents. As soon as a baby is born, the world is blue or pink for them. People treat parents treat their children differently on the basis of the sex. Girls are gifted Barbie dolls to play with, while boys are offered superheroes and cars. Another great influence, which I think which shapes the mind of the people, is the mass media. For example, fairy tales like Disney movies. When young children watch these fairy tales, they just think of it as an entertainment, but little do they know that it is creating a big impact on the way they think. The princesses in these movies create a stereotype of being skinny, attractive, and it promotes that finding a charming prince is the only goal in their life. Thinking from the male characteristics, the male characters assert that being attractive and rich will earn any girl in there will earn them any girl in this whole world, which is completely false. And the young children who watch these movies can't keep reality from the fantasy. Hence, it stays in their mind and shapes their mind for the entire life. So what can we do as an observer? Point it out. Whenever you feel people are making sexist jokes, let them know that you disagree with them. Be that person. Talk with your friends and family about how gender stereotypes can be hurtful and how harmful it can be for their mental health. As quoted by the Secretary of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, creating gender equality is the job of men and women and boys and girls. It is everyone's responsibility. Hence, I request you to give it a thought and just think about it, that how easily we accept these stereotypes, and we don't even realize that we have been accommodating all these stereotypes in our lives. So mere awareness about this topic can help create a great difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi. Our next participant is Isha, and her topic is Ankur Navya Jivan Shailaja. After Isha, we have Kiran and then Bhumi. So please be ready.
नमस्कार, मी ईशा आज आपल्या समोर अंकुर नव्या जीवनशैलीचा याविषयी माझे मत मांडू इच्छिते. असत्य स्वीकारणे म्हणजेच सत्य नाकारणे. आपण दररोज अगदी नकळतपणे तीळ आत्महत्या करत असतो. काहीतरी चुकते असेच वाटते ना. एका प्रसिद्ध नटाच्या सलग 14 मूव्हीज फ्लॉप गेल्या. सगळ्या जगाने ठरवले होते की भारत हा साप व जादूगारांचा देश आहे आणि हे असत्य आपणही कित्येक वर्ष स्वीकारले होते. माझ्या शाळेत 100 मीटर शर्यतीत मी माझ्या कासव गतीने हरले होते. माझे पहिले चित्र दुसऱ्या दिवशी कचऱ्याच्या डब्यात होते. असत्य स्वीकारायची वेळ आता माझी होती. असं कोणी असेल का की ज्याच्यावर अशी वेळ आली नसेल? वाटले नसेल की आता सारे संपले, पण तेव्हाच एक दिशा सापडते. अगदी सगळ्यांनाच सापडते. न्यूटनला तिसरा लॉ सापडतो, एडिसनला दिव्याचा शोध लागतो आणि श्री अमिताभ बच्चन विचारतात, कौन बनेगा करोडपती? आपण आपल्याच विषयी शंका घेतो आणि पराभूत होतो. यालाच मी दररोजची तीळ आत्महत्या समजते. का विसरतो की जे काही ब्रह्मांडात ते आहे एका पिंडात? का सतत चेक करतो की मी बरोबर तर आहे ना? का कधी न भेटलेल्या भगवान, अल्लाह, येशू यांना भेटीची वेळ मागतो हरलेल्या अवस्थेत? खूप कठीण होते का? थांबा, थोडे सिंपल करून सांगते. हजारो वर्षांपासून त्याच 7 सुरांवर सामी सामी गाणे बनते आणि हिटही होते. त्याच गव्हर्नमेंट शाळेत शिकून शास्त्रज्ञ जन्म घेतात. त्याच जादूगारांच्या भारतात आज नवनवीन लसींचे निर्माण होतेच आहे ना. मग बिनसते कुठे? बिनसते आहे ते आपल्या मनात, आपल्या विषयीच्या विश्वासात, आपल्या सातत्यामध्ये, अनियमितपणामध्ये. का नाही लिहू शकत आपण एक नवीन अध्याय अगदी दररोज सातत्याने? आपल्याला आपली शर्यत जिंकायची आहे. कालच्यापेक्षा आज पुढे जायचे आहे. सुरुवात खूप सोपी आहे. एक नवीन अंकुर हवा आहे. आपल्यालाच एक प्रॉमिस द्यायचे आपण बाकी आहे. शर्यत ही कायमच राहणार. कोणीतरी कायमच हरणार आणि कोणीतरी कायमच जिंकणार. पण वर्तमान आणि भूतकाळ कायमच सतावणार. पण आपली कमिटमेंट आपल्या बरोबर ही कायम राहणार. आपल्याला फक्त एक पाऊल पुढे टाकायचे आहे, अगदी आत्ताच आणि परत परत. मग जीवनाच्या अंतापर्यंत. आणि मग काय, एकच तर पाऊल पुढे टाकायचे आहे. हाच आहे माझ्या नव्या जीवनशैलीचा अंकुर. आणि तुमचा धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Isha. Our 11th participant is Bhumi and her topic is Pandit Birju Maharaj Ji. After Bhumi is Vedika and then Sanika. So please be ready.
Hello everyone present here. My name is Bhumi Sarabia and today I will be talking about the legendary Kathak dancer Brij Mohan Nath Mishra Maharaj, also known as Pandit Birju Maharaj. Pandit Birju Maharaj was born on the 4th of February 1932 and was born in a well-known Kathak dancing family. Maharaj Ji began performing as a child under his father Achan Maharaj. He lost his father at the age of 9, and from then he began training with his uncles Shambhu Maharaj and Lachu Maharaj. Maharaj Ji became a dance teacher at the age of 13, and at the age of 28, he won Kathak Natak Academy Award, that is the India's National Academy of Music, Arts and Dance. Maharaj Ji is especially known as a brilliant choreographer, and he helped popularize dance dramas. He is known for his perfect rhythm and his expressive abhinay. It is known that Maharaj Ji blends the elements of his uncles and father. He gets his precision of footwork, play of face and neck from his father, and stylized fluidity of movement from his uncles. Along with being a famous dancer, Maharaj Ji is also an accomplished and well-known singer. His thumris and dadras are appreciated by many. He composed music and sang for two classical dance sequences in the movie Shatranj Ke Khiladi. Maharaj Ji received many awards for his dance choreographies. National Film Award for the Best Choreography, Unnai Kanak from Vishwarupam, and Filmfare Award for the Best Choreography, Mohe Rang Dolal from Bajirao Mastani are some of them. Over the years, Pandit Birju Maharaj toured extensively and gave many performances and dance workshops. A fact about Maharaj Ji is that he never used to note things down, but instead he preferred remembering it, which is one of the reasons why Maharaj Ji is fluent with his bowls and rhythms. He was the recipient of numerous awards for his contributions to the performing arts, including one of the country's highest civilian honors, the Padma Vibhushan in 1986. Sadly, on 17th January 2022, after suffering from a heart attack, we lost our Kathak legend, Pandit Birju Maharaj. Maharaj Ji contributed a lot to the dance community and made our country really feel proud to have such a legend with us. Before ending the speech here, I would really love to sing some lines of this song, Mohe Rang Dolal. Mohe Rang Dolal, Nand ke laal laal, छेड़ो नहीं बस रंग दोलाल, मोहे रंग दोलाल. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Bhumi. Our next participant is Vedika and the topic is importance of religion. After Vedika is Sanika and then Shrishti. So please be ready.
Educate a man without religion, and you make them but clever devils. Good evening to one and all present here. Today I, Vedika Jain, a Upanta Visharad student, am going to speak on the importance of religion. Religion plays a very important role in every aspect of human life, irrespective of place and culture. Religion remains the most important element in the basic human character building. Centers of worship have always shaped human life and influenced human beings towards doing various things in a positive manner. Religion has dominated as an important factor in our lives in determining the human behavior. Religion is not a mere necessity, but a very significant part of human life, which influences our lives in one way or the other. Religion has both cultural as well as a moral impact on our lives. Religion is something that everyone practices in their own way with their own rituals. A look at some of the most ancient and beautiful buildings of the world reveal that they have religious significance. Ancient tombs, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques account for some of the wonders of the world. There are people who are willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of their religion. India is a place that is known for its religious diversities. All the significant religions of the world, Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Jainism, are found in India. The biggest reason that society needs religion is to regulate behavior. Most of the laws that we follow today have their basis in religious teachings. There is considerable debate as to whether or not religion is required to make us good people. But what is beyond dispute is that rules for society are largely based on religion. Without religion, we would certainly live in a different type of society. Human life is uncertain. We struggle for survival in the uncertainties, insecurities, and dangers. Sometimes we feel hopeless. It is the religion which consoles and encourages us in all times of crisis. We get mental peace and emotional support, which encourages us to face our life and our problems. Religion promotes the major social virtues such as truth, honesty, nonviolence, service, love, discipline, patience, kindness, goodness, and faith. It is famously said by Abraham Lincoln, "When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion." Thank you.
Thank you, Vedika. Our next participant is Sanika, and her topic is Satya Swikarnichi Takat. After Sanika is Shrishti and then Devika. So please be ready.
नमस्कार. सत्य स्वीकारण्याची ताकद. 3 शब्द कोणाच्याही आयुष्याची दिशा ठरवणारे, सम्राट पदापर्यंत पोहोचवणारे किंवा पंतप्रधान पदावरून खाली उतरवणारे, सगळ्यांसाठी सेम. बघूयात आज आपल्याला काय सांगतात ते. असत्य म्हणजे अनेक पर्याय, असत्य म्हणजे शॉर्टकट्स, सत्य म्हणजे नो शॉर्टकट्स. असत्य म्हणजे कथा, कादंबऱ्या, स्टोरीज. सत्य म्हणजे फक्त सत्य, बाकी काहीच नाही. मग तुम्ही म्हणाल की असत्याला आपल्या जीवनात जागा नाही का? हो, आहे ना. अगदी दररोजच्या जीवनात सातत्याने असत्य आपल्या बरोबरच असते. ऑनलाईन क्लासच्या काळात अटेंडन्स मध्ये ट्रॅफिक सिग्नल मोडतो तेव्हा अशा अनेक वेळेला आपण असत्य स्वीकारतो आणि सत्य नाकारतो. जिवंत माणसाला मदत न करता आपण ते पैसे देवळात दान करतो. असत्याचा सहज विजय. लायकी नसताना पैशाच्या जीवावर आपण ऍडमिशन घेतो, म्हणजे कोणाचा कोणावर विजय? माझ्या वयाच्या मित्रमैत्रिणींना फोनचा वापर, फोनचा अनावश्यक वापर, हे सत्य नाकारण्याचा सहज प्रकार. सत्य म्हणजे प्रकाश, सत्य म्हणजे आकाश, सत्य म्हणजे स्वतःशी केलेला संवाद. सत्य म्हणजे निसर्ग, सत्य म्हणजे आई बाबा. सत्य म्हणजे विवेक, सत्य म्हणजे आवेग. सत्य म्हणजे निखळ हास्य. सत्य म्हणजे प्रेशर, सत्य म्हणजे प्रिपरेशन. सत्य म्हणजे आश्वासन, सत्य म्हणजे अहिंसा. आणि सत्य म्हणजे श्वास. श्वासावरून आठवलं, सध्याच्या या काळात कितीतरी जणांना श्वासाची, अगदी एका श्वासाची किंमत कळली असेल. या श्वासांशिवाय आपण नाही हे सत्य स्वीकारायला आपल्याला फार वेळ लागला. हेल्थ, तंदुरुस्तीसाठी रोजचा नियमित व्यायाम हे सत्य स्वीकारायला पण आपल्याला फार वेळ लागला. दररोजचा नियमित सराव हे आपल्या कथ्थकच्या प्रवासात कायम आपल्या बरोबर राहणार आहे. खरं सांगते, महात्मा गांधींचे महत्व मला पूर्णत्वाने कळले नव्हते, पण आता विचार केल्यावर समजते आहे की सत्यात किती ताकद आहे. एक देश पारतंत्र्यातून स्वातंत्र्याकडे नेण्याकडे आणि देशातल्या बांधवांना घडवण्याचा. आपण कधी रामाला भेटलो नाही, आपण कधी यशूला भेटलो नाही ना, आपल्याला कधी अल्लाह समजला. पण जेव्हा हेच सारे बांधव आपल्या देशासाठी खेळतात, आपल्या देशाची संरक्षण करतात आणि आपल्या देशातल्या बांधवांना मदत करतात, तेव्हा आपण हे सत्य स्वीकारतो. आणि हीच सत्याची खरी ताकद आहे. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Sanika. Our next participant is Srishti, and her topic is Importance of Internet. After Srishti is Devika and then Narayan. So please be ready.
Hello everyone, my name is Srishti and my topic is Importance of Internet. Science and technology has totally changed our life. We have invented different kinds of machines and technologies to make our life easy. The invention of computers is the result of man's need for the machine which can do all the calculation at the tremendous speed. After the computers come into the practice and became the part of a practical and of our life, the next step was to become connect with the computers so that they can communicate with each other. To communicate with each other, they are linked in a network. This network, through which the information stored in a one computer can be sent to the other computer, is known as the internet. If the information stored in one computer is lost, if different people found it sitting in different places want to share the same information, it should be easier and available, so that the concept of the connectivity machines came into an existence. It was used for the first time in the US Army. Today, it has become a powerful tool for conducting research, finding any kind of information as well as the communication with others. We cannot do many things at day-to-day lives without computer and make, of course, of internet. Students get enormous benefits because of internet. Companies of reach of border communities with a little cost. Computer network track inventories and consumer demands, resulting in increased profits. Remote video conferencing and internet phones allow companies to conduct live chat sessions with clients around the world. Databases are available for public as well as for private users. We can easily transfer our files, documents through the email. We can browse any information about cinema, crookery, current news, jokes, and anything. We can even store important information, print it, or send it to our friends. For students, internet is the biggest thing and it's a blessing. They can get information of any subject from the university or library around the world. This is a very useful tool for scientists and those who are pursuing higher education. Email, chatting, blogs, or code are the key words for the today's generation. Friend or seek advice through internet. You can also make people aware of those sensitive issues. Use of internet is just a growing. We should use it for the benefit of the universe and for our progress. Otherwise, it may someday turn into a dreadful curse. Thank you.
Thank you, Srishti. Our next participant is Devika, and her topic is Obsession with Virtual Friendship.
Good evening. My name is Devika Bej, and my topic for today is Obsession with Virtual Friendship. What is virtual friendship and why has it become an inseparable part of our life today? Virtual friendship has been a thing since the first introduction of the internet. The idea of connecting with a person across the globe without the worries of physical mail was a novel concept coming to life. Virtual friendship networks have become even denser today due to features like chats, group chats, voice calls, video calls, which are available on different platforms. The availability of these features on multiple devices has increased its convenience. However, the situation during the last 2 years played the role of a catalyst and amplified the hold of virtual friendship on people. During this lockdown period, physical interactions with people came to a standstill. During this lockdown period, many found solace in connecting with people online. With no name or face to the words, people found a friend in each other. However, they never realized when it turned from a harmless online companion to an obsession. Even I fell prey to this obsession to the point that it started impacting my studies. It was thanks to my parents who pointed it out and helped me realize my mistake in time. Indeed, virtual friendships have many advantages, like reducing physical distances, transcending cultural barriers, and forming a safe place to talk. But it also has many disadvantages like addiction, isolation from real life relationships, and the threat of scams, online scams, and frauds. Thus, I would say that virtual friendship is indeed a really good thing and very helpful too. But one must be conscious of their actions and words, lest they should fall into an obsession. Thank you.
Thank you, Devika. Our next participant is Narayani, and her topic is Kalakshetra.
Good evening, everyone. I am Narayani, Madhyama Purna student of ADA. My topic for the day is Kalakshetra. Kalakshetra is an arts and cultural academy located in southern Chennai, dedicated to the preservation of traditional values in Indian arts and crafts, especially in the field of Bharatnatyam dance. It was established by Rukmini Devi Arundale along with her husband George Arundale. Kalakshetra, as the name suggests, is a center of artistic endeavor. Over the decades, it has grown to include a school of music and visual arts, a crafts center, as well as libraries, performing spaces, a museum, and a repertory company that performs widely. Kalakshetra attracts students from all across the world and has always been a melting pot of cultures. Hostel facilities provide clean lodging facilities and wholesome vegetarian food to the students. Students come from a variety of backgrounds, social, economic, and geographic. Students at Kalakshetra get a thorough exposure in other related areas of their chosen art, which complements and hones their skills. For example, students of Bharatnatyam receive extensive training in martial arts, folk dances, Kathakali, languages, Vedic heritage, and temple architecture. Training in these areas is passed on through periodic interaction with scholars, lectures, field trips, and projects. Kalakshetra has a nature-inclusive campus by the sea. This enhances creativity, critical thinking, and also fosters curiosity, imagination, and patience. Student-teacher interactions are important for the learning process, which takes place through cultural immersion. It is one of the most important features which ensures that the vision of Rukmini Devi is lived through on a day-to-day basis. Kalakshetra is also working to ensure that funds are raised towards the scholarship and educational needs. In 1993, Kalakshetra was recognized as an institution of national importance by an act of the Parliament and became an autonomous body under the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. Kalakshetra, as it is today, is an extension of what it was more than 75 years ago when it was founded. It continues to preserve and nurture the arts by providing them an environment where they can flourish. Thank you.
Thank you, Narayani. Let's give a big round of applause for all the participants of the Chitralekha group.
Very nice. Wonderful. Wonderful students. Wonderful. Very nice. Parul, Arushi, please continue.
After listening to our talented students from this group, let us ask Parul Didi to take us forward to the next group.
Indeed, Arushi, all these speeches were very interesting. And without a further ado, let's start with the next group, that is Amarpali. The first participant from Amarpali group is Vrushti. And the topic is My Motherland.
Good evening, one and all present here. My name is Vrishti Gupta, and today I'm going to talk about India, my motherland. As I stand in front of you to talk about my India, my motherland, words simply fail me, or rather, there is so much to tell. Mark Twain once said, India is a cradle of human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, and the great-grandmother of tradition. Our most valuable and most artistic materials in the history of man are treasured up in India only. Well, that pretty much sums up what India is, isn't it? India is one of the oldest civilizations in the world, with a kaleidoscopic variety and rich cultural heritage. As the seventh largest country in the world, India stands apart from the rest of Asia, marked off by the mountains and the seas, which gives the country a distinct geographical identity bounded by the great Himalayas in the north. It stretches southwards and, at the Tropic of Cancer, tapers off into the Indian Ocean between the Bay of Bengal on the east and the Arabian Sea on the west. The largest democracy in the world, with a seamless picture of unity in diversity, got her freedom through an epic of non-violent struggle written in the pages of history, stained with blood, sweat, and tears. The great sons and daughters of India, the league of incredibly extraordinary people, have left indelible imprints on the sand of time. There is no field, no walk of life that hasn't received the magic touch of India's humongous heritage. Do you know, India has not invaded a country in the last 10,000 years of history. That's quite something, right? To conclude, I would like to sing the song. Ye duniya ek dulhan, ye duniya ek dulhan, dulhan ke mathe ki bindiya. Ye mera India, I love my India. Ye mera India, I love my India. Dhanyavad, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Vrushti. Our next participant is Leona, and her topic is Harry Potter. Next, Adya, then Saisha, please be ready.
Good evening, Arupa ma'am, respected judges, and all my dear friends. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite novels, the Harry Potter novels. It is a record-breaking, multi-award-winning novel. It has sold more than 450 million copies and has been translated into 79 languages. Harry Potter is a character who is orphaned in a very young age and has been with his uncle, aunt, and his very pampered nephew. He has had a lot of struggle and was given a lot of hard punishments by his uncle and aunt. One night, he was taken by an half giant who rescued him and told him that he was indeed a different person. He was actually a wizard. From then on, his journey started. It surely had some challenges, but with his two friends who he met at Hogwarts, Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley, helped him all through the way. Hermione Granger is a smart girl who is also known to be the brightest witch of all time, while Ron is a trusted and very loyal friend. I love these stories because they are so interesting to read. They have the suspense and they have magic, they have love, and they are just heartwarming to read. I love the power of friendship in the books. So when Harry reaches Hogwarts, a prophecy has been told that Voldemort hears. Voldemort is the villain of the series. He thinks that he wants to kill Harry, and so that he won't have any dangers. So Harry was always troubled by him. Now, when he tries to kill him, it puts Harry in a lot of risk. So, with the help of two of his best friends, he goes through a lot of challenges to defeat him. While he does these things, he meets a lot of new friends and some even his closest family that he never knew. I love the Chambers of Secret as it is so good because he fights a huge basilisk, or also known as a large snake, that was hidden in the Chambers of Secret by Salazar Slytherin and was opened by, of course, Lord Voldemort. This series also notes a lovely ending by seeing Voldemort dead and everyone safe and happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Leona. Our next participant is Adya, and her topic is how social media is reuniting the world. Next, Saisha, then Arna Agrahali. Please be ready.
Respected judges, Nityalanka Arupa ma'am, and my dear friends, very good evening to all of you. India has always believed in the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family. And thanks to social media, that is literally bringing the Sanskrit phrase to life. Today I, Adya Tiwari, a Praveshika Purna student of ADA, am going to speak on the topic reuniting the world with social media. As we all know that social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp are gaining importance these days as they are connecting people worldwide with just a click of a button. Many people think of social media as a very powerful part of technology. If we look at the positive impact of social media, there are various advantages. One of the major advantages of social media is that it is full of information and helps in providing education. For example, children approach social media to get information on their desired topic. It has helped a lot during these pandemic times. Who knew online learning could be possible? The world is developing with the help of social media. Isn't it great? Social media is also very convenient to stay updated about what is happening around us. As more and more people are distancing themselves from newspapers, they are depending more and more on social media for news. You're always updated on the latest happenings of the world through it. A person becomes more socially aware of the issues of the world. Social media has also created opportunities for people such as to show their talent. But despite being so many benefits, it has been criticized. It has disadvantages too. It is also considered as one of the most harmful elements of society. The oversharing on social media can be dangerous. It can attack our privacy. Also, overusing leads to spending too much time on social media, which can deviate children from their studies. Sometimes fake news is spread with its help disturbing the people. So use it wisely. I would like to conclude my speech by quoting Eric Qualman. We don't have a choice whether we do social media. The question is, how will we do it? Thank you.
Thank you, Adya. Our next participant is Saisha, and her topic is relationship. Next, Arna, and then Shalini, please be ready.
Good evening to one and all present here. My name is Saisha, and today we all have gathered here for speech day celebration. Didi, Bhaiya, Uncle, Auntie, Papa, Mummy, me, all my relatives. Today I will be speaking a few words on relationship, especially my mother. My day starts with my mom and ends with her. She takes a lot of pains for me. She wakes up at 5 a.m. every day preparing yummy dishes for everyone. My mother is the precious person who cannot be described in words. Mother is a real blessing of God. There is no examples for the love of mother. There is no match for the love of mother. We cannot find the examples for the love of mother. It is the mother who is always concerned about everything. I have never found anyone so near and dear to me except my mother. My mother is very hardworking and an excellent homemaker too. She takes care of everyone in my family. Indeed, my mother is very strong, bold, and devoted to duty. I find my best friend in my mother. She gives me a company when I face any hardship or difficulties in life. She not only helps and supports me, but also encourages me to face the challenges of life boldly. Because of her only, I got this opportunity to speak here. She likes dance very much, but she could not learn. So she motivated me to join the Dance Academy where I got Ada Parivar and Srimati Arupa Roy ma'am, who is not only my guru, but has taught me so many things in the past 3 years. Today I can dance very well because of her. She guided me like my mother, and I'm happy to be a part of Ada Parivar. Thank you everyone for showering the blessings upon me.
Thank you, Saisha. Next participant is Arna Agrahari, and her topic is stress management. Next, there would be Shalini and then Nitya. Please be ready.
Namaste. Saraswati Mata is goddess of knowledge, creativity, wisdom, education, and music. Every student, poet, and writer is a devotee of goddess Saraswati. I started my speech with few lines of goddess Saraswati, as today is Saraswati Puja or Vasant Panchami. Myself, Arna Agrahari, student of Ada Level 2. My teacher name is Srimati Nityalankar Arupa Roy Chaudhary. My topic is stress management. Stress, that word itself gives us tension, through which we all have been going from last couple of years, especially in COVID. Many people lost their business, many lost their job, and many lost their friends and relatives. These all puts us under a tremendous pressure, which is known as stress. Stress is a very complex phenomenon that we can define in several ways. However, if you put them together, it is basically the wear tear of daily life. Stress management refers to a wide spectrum of techniques and psychotherapies for controlling a person's stress level. If there is effective stress management, we can help one another break the hold of stress on our lives. To overcome with stress, we must know the reason of stress, why we are in stress. Once we know the reason of stress, we can work upon that. But in some cases, true source of stress may not be always evident. So, as we tend to overlook stress, it is obvious that we cannot avoid all kinds of stress, but there are many stresses in your life which you can definitely eliminate. Further, if you cannot avoid a stressful situation, try alerting it. Express your feelings, don't bottle them up, and manage your time better, moreover. You can also adopt a stressor if you cannot change it. Managing stress is easy if one learns to handle his thoughts, emotions, daily schedule, surrounding, and the way he deals with the problems. Stress management involves changing the stressful situation which cannot be taking care of yourself and making time for rest and relaxation. We can take out time with nature, we can go out with friends, listen music or dance. As long as it makes us happy, we must not leave this. If you cannot handle stress, you cannot manage success. Thank you.
Thank you, Arna. Our next participant is Shalini, and her topic is My Real Competition. Next, Nitya, then Arna Singhai. Please be ready.
The Buddha once said, when you move your focus from competition to contribution, life becomes a celebration. Never try to defeat people, just win their hearts. Hello everyone, I'm Shalini Sham from Ada Level 2. I'm delighted to share my thoughts about my real competition. There's so much talk about competition that happens all around us. Doesn't competition create comparisons with other people? We fall into that trap. What does it ultimately lead to? Anxiety, self-doubt, and the biggest problem I hear everyone talk about today, stress. I, for one, think that people may be using it as a fashion statement as well nowadays. So, what can I do to get over this? Most importantly, and immediately, realize that comparing yourselves with other people is never the answer. Then, accept that we are unique like everyone else. My parents, teachers, and gurus have been repeatedly telling me that life is not a race against anyone else. Rather, the real journey is to improve ourselves and realize our own potentials. As someone has rightly said, a flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. Wanting to better myself comes with a big pack of goodies. And I love goodies, even if it's goodies of awareness and knowledge. The awareness and knowledge that it'll help me focus on my goals, cross my limits, push me to get out of my comfort zone, and make me a better version of myself. This, in turn, would boost my self-belief, which ultimately makes me more grateful to myself and happy about something that matters a lot to me, to synergize with others and exert my strength to pull my friends up. Because in the end, the most important thing that matters is how many people you've helped and inspired, and whether we are living a life for a purpose and mission higher than ourselves. Hence, I, like everyone, need to believe that my biggest and only competition is myself. I would like to conclude with another quote attributed to the Buddha. When you attain victory over yourself, not even the gods would want to turn it into defeat. Thank you.
Thank you, Shalini. Our next participant is Nitya, and her topic is gratitude. Next, Arna Singhai, then Aradrika. Please be ready.
Good evening, ma'am, and my dear friends. Today I'm going to speak on the topic gratitude. Gratitude is a beautiful way of enriching our lives. It refers to the feeling and attitude of appreciation and thankfulness for the good which we receive in life. It has been proven scientifically that when we express our gratefulness to other people, we feel happy, happier and calmer. Thus, it allows the goodness to enter our lives. For instance, when a stranger holds the door for you or greets you, you feel happy. Gratitude, there are a lot of advantages of gratitude in our personal as well as social life. First of all, it strengthens our relationship with others. When you have a thankful feeling, it will strengthen the bond with the other party and enhance the trust factor and feeling of respect and love. Moreover, it makes us feel happy. When we express gratitude or receive it, we feel happy either way. As a result, people who have gratitude do not stress out a lot. Similarly, being full of gratitude makes a society sensible.
There are a lot of ways through which we can practice gratitude. Some of the most effective ones include making a note of every good thing which happens to us every day. Moreover, also note the people behind it. Also note the people behind it. We are lucky enough to have animals, green plants, fresh air, and much more. Thus, never stop acknowledging the importance of these essential things. Moreover, always remember to say thank you to different community helpers. It can be anyone, whether you're a gardener or your sweeper or even the police officers. Make sure you thank them for their service whenever it is possible for you. Remember that to wake up every day is no less than a blessing itself. So make sure to be grateful for a new day and thank the Almighty for making you wiser and stronger with each passing day. Most importantly, try to avoid complaining about things when they don't go your way. You don't know about the blessing behind it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitya. Our next participant is Arna Singhai, and her topic is happiness and childhood. Next, Aratrika, and then Samagya. Please be ready.
Good evening, respected Arupa ma'am, judges, parents, and my dear friends. On the occasion of Vasant Panchami, I, Arna Singhai, will speak on the topic happiness and childhood. A learned person, Rabindranath Tagore, once said, "The best gift of childhood is the gift of happiness." Each and every child of the world should be loved and cared for. A little help from us, a hand of help for the needy children should be always extended. We should be grateful. We should be grateful and be loved, cared, and should look after our parents. After by our parents. Let us pledge to be happy always and to make others happy too. This will make the whole world happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Our next participant is Aratrika, and her topic is social media, a blessing or ban.
Good evening, everybody. Namaste to all my respected teachers and judges. Myself, Aratrika. Today, my topic is social media, a blessing or a bane. But it is a big question nowadays. Sometimes I get really upset and confused to receive the scolding of my annoyed parents, and I mostly hear them say, "This is the problem of generation gap." Seriously, I do not understand what do they mean by the term generation gap. So I decided to search it in Google instead of asking them, and I got the meaning. Basically, I use Google to clear my queries because it gives me the sense of satisfaction and independence. My parents insist me to consult the dictionary, but I consult Google instead. Is that a generation gap? Yes, that is, because it gives me quick, vivid, and more understanding. All thanks to the internet. Not only that, but social media has erased the geographical boundaries and limitations all across the globe to almost zero. Facebook or Meta, Twitter, WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram, and whatnot. Wow, right? Be it in our education, entertainment, job world, games, arts, sports, etc. Actually, social media has erased our so-called generation gap. It provides a global platform where we can express, share views, and ideas. We can know anything and everything all across the globe in a fraction of a minute. Unlike our parent generation, when they had to wait for radio or TV news bulletin till a specified time or the next day newspaper. Nowadays, we are connected to our friends, family, relatives, and other people without reservation. Have you thought of the COVID-19 scenario when it hit the world? That dust era of last 2 years have changed our lives a lot. Those times and days were so difficult and different. The whole world was battling to survive and sustain a normal life. We have learned from social media that it is a big transition period. Social distancing and physical distancing cannot make our life and progress restricted. Our wheel of advancement never came to a halt. Last 2 years have proved this is a good tool for education, research, job recruitment, and e-commerce. Let's talk about the big now. Despite immense blessings, social media has affected our life, our mental abilities, and talent to a great extent. It is taking toll on our mental health. We are losing our imagination skill, thinking skill, and sense of reasoning a lot. High screen time is causing backache, eye-related disorder, unhealthy eating habits, sleep disorder, anxiety, and loneliness. We are so engrossed in screen time, we barely feel the importance of socializing physically and getting closer to natural environment. Instead, we lock ourselves in a single cozy corner and learn to live a virtual world with virtual relations instead of having the real and precious treasure of real, natural, and healthy relationship around. Cyberbullying is so bad because it is affecting tender minds. Despite all these limitations, social media has revolutionized our lives to a great extent. Therefore, it requires intelligent, balanced, and wise handling for the betterment of mankind. Thank you.
Thank you, Ratrika. Our last participant for Amrapali group is Samagya.
Good morning, everybody. I am Samagya. मेरी कविता का शीर्षक है आज क्या बनाऊं। एक दिन मेरी वह बोली, ए जी आज क्या बनाऊं? फिर मैं बोला, भगवान गधा परसों बना था, मुर्गा कल बना था, तुम बोलो तो आज शेर बन जाऊं। फिर वह बोली, मैं पूछ रही हूँ आप क्या खाएंगे? मैं बोला, बेलन कल खाया था, चिमटा परसों खाया था, आज तो धक्के मुक्के से ही काम चला लूंगा। फिर वह गुस्से से बोली, मैं पूछ रही हूँ तुम्हारे दिल में क्या है? मैं डरते डरते बोला, जब कृष्ण के दिल में राधा थी, राम के दिल में सीता थी, तो मेरे दिल में सिवाय तेरे और कौन हो सकता है? इतना सुनकर वो पिघली और बोली, टिंकू के पापा मैं तो पूछ रही थी आप भोजन में क्या खाएंगे? मैं बोला, टिंकू की मम्मी हलवा हो या खीर, करेला हो या पनीर, मौसम है सर्द गरम सा, बर्तनों के लिए पानी दे देना नरम सा। फिर वह बोली, पानी तो मिल जाएगा, पर अब प्रश्न है खाना कौन बनाएगा? मांग लेती हूँ आपका कहा, पर अब चक्कर है बहुत बड़ा, जाना है मुझे साड़ी खरीदने जिसका बिल करोगे आप अदा। मैं बोला, खूब लगी तेरी अदा, साड़ी लो तुम, बिल करूं मैं अदा। वह बोली, सारी जड़ है खाने की, कुछ नया नया पकाने की, खाने में दे दे मुझे वही जो है कल का कुछ बचा कुचा, क्योंकि मुश्किल है भरना तेरा बिल जो है तेरी जुबान से भी बड़ा। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Samagya. Now we have completed with our Amrapali group. Now we'll be starting with two more participants from other two groups. Sitara and Vasav Datta, who would be delivering their speeches now. From Sitara group, which is of age group 11, 12 and 13 years, we have Bilwa, and her topic is Ananya Chintan.
नमस्कार. आजचा माझा विषय आहे अनन्य चिंतन. मागच्या वर्षी लॉकडाऊन मध्ये आम्ही आजी आजोबांच्या घरी होतो. त्यावेळी सगळंच ऑनलाईन असल्यामुळे आम्ही खूप मज्जा केली. आजीचा भजनाचा क्लास सुद्धा ऑनलाईन असायचा. कधी कधी आम्ही आजीचं भजन ऐकायचो. एक दिवस भजनामध्ये अनन्य चिंतन करने वाला जाएगा उस पार ही स्वामी समर्थांची कव्वाली आजी म्हणत होती. हे भजन ऐकून मला बरेच प्रश्न पडले. रात्री झोपताना मी आजीला विचारले, आजी अनन्य चिंतन म्हणजे काय ग, आणि जायगा उस पार म्हणजे कुठे जाणार? मग आजी म्हणाली की अनन्य चिंतन म्हणजे भगवंताचे अखंड चिंतन. मग माझा पुढचा प्रश्न तयार, आजी भगवंत म्हणजे कोण? आजी पटकन म्हणाली, भगवंत म्हणजे देव बाप्पा. अच्छा, देव बाप्पा. त्यानंतर आजीने आम्हाला 2 गोष्टी सांगितल्या. एक होती विष्णू भक्त प्रल्हाद आणि हिरण्यकश्यपूची, आणि दुसरी होती विठ्ठल भक्त संत जनाबाईंची. आज मी तुम्हाला ती सांगणार आहे. पंढरपूरचा विठ्ठल सगळ्यांनाच माहित आहे. जनाबाई विठ्ठलाची निस्सीम भक्त होती. ती सकाळी उठल्यापासून प्रत्येक काम करताना विठ्ठलाचे नाम घेत असे. ती गायच्या शेणापासून गौऱ्या बनवून विकत असे आणि त्यातून मिळालेल्या पैशातून ती घर चालवित असे. एक दिवस तिने बनवलेल्या गौऱ्या चोरीला गेल्या. तेव्हा ती कोतवालाकडे गेली आणि म्हणाली, माझ्या गौऱ्या शोधून द्या. कोतवाल म्हणाला, इतक्या सगळ्या गौऱ्यातून तुझ्या गौऱ्या कशा शोधायच्या? तेव्हा ती म्हणाली की माझ्या प्रत्येक गौरीतून विठ्ठल विठ्ठल असा आवाज ऐकू येईल. त्याचप्रमाणे कोतवालाने एक एक गौरी कानाला लावून बघितली. ज्या गौरीतून विठ्ठल विठ्ठल असा आवाज ऐकू आला तो त्या बाजूला ठेवू लागला. बघता बघता जनाबाईंच्या गौऱ्यांचा ढीग तयार झाला. जनाबाईला तिच्या गौऱ्या परत मिळाला. विठ्ठल तिच्या मदतीसाठी धावून आला, कारण अनन्य चिंतन. मला वाटतं आपण ही प्रत्येक काम करताना देवबाप्पाला आपल्या मनात ठेवलं पाहिजे, म्हणजे तो आपल्या बरोबर सदैव असेल. शेवटी मला आजीने शिकवलेला गीतेतला श्लोक, अनन्याश्चिंतयन्तो मां ये जना पर्युपासते नित्याभित्यायुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. म्हणजे जे भक्त अनन्य भावाने निष्काम भावाने भगवंताचे देवबाप्पाचे अखंड चिंतन करतात त्या भक्ताचा योगक्षेम मी चालवतो. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Bilwa. Now we have from Vasav Datta group, which comprises of 6, 7 and 8 years of age. The participant who will be giving the speech would be Sharvi, and her topic is importance of games in our lives. Sharvi, please come.
Good evening to one and all present here. My name is Sharvi Kantar from Ada Parivar. My topic is importance of games in our life. Let's play a game is a phrase that brings smile to so many faces. There are many different versions of games. Some are for kids, some are for youngsters, and some are for seniors. Exercise is also a most important part of our life, like yoga, running, cycling, playing indoor and outdoor games, etc. Games also play an important role in students' life. It helps us to concentrate, maintain discipline, motivation, sportsmanship spirit, and many more. We should also have a balanced diet regularly. We should avoid junk food. Finally, I will end by saying life is more fun if you play games. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharvi. Wow, what confident and powerful speeches. It was a delight to listen to everyone, and I hope you all enjoyed this lovely evening with our talented students of Ada. So let's unmute our mics and give a big round of applause to all the participants. Arushi, are we going towards the results now?
Not yet, Parul Didi. There would be 2 more groups. Sitara, and Vasadatta, who will be participating tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And after that, we will be having the award ceremony in the evening at 6 p.m. Please check your WhatsApp for a message from Ada regarding awards collection information. I would also like to thank all of you for being a part of the event today, and especially our judges for devoting their valuable time and gracing the occasion. And once again, let's have a big round of applause for everyone present here.
पारुल, आरुषि, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप दोनों ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया। उसके बाद मैं बताना चाहूंगी, मैं बैठ के सुन रही थी और सोच रही थी, ये बच्चे को जब मैं डांस सिखाती हूँ, जब कोई छोटे मोटे गड़बड़ होता है डांटती हूँ, तो मैं कितना गलत काम करती हूँ। इतने छोटे छोटे बच्चे इतने अच्छे डिलीवरी दे रहे हैं, शायद मैं ये जगह पे इतने अच्छे डिलीवरी नहीं दे पाऊंगी। हाँ, so students, wonderful, awesome, each and everyone, awesome students, just awesome, very good, well done, God bless you, सरस्वती माँ आपके हमेशा आपके साथ बनाए रखे। इस आशा के साथ कल के स्पीच सुनने को मिलेगा, हमें आशा है इतना ही खूबसूरत होगा कल के स्पीच डे, और उसके बाद प्राइजेस। हाँ, सो कल जरूर आ जाइए, सब जिनके स्पीच है वो भी आइए, और सेम डिसिप्लिन हम मेंटेन करेंगे। 9:45 से एडमिशन शुरू कर देंगे, सो प्लीज आ जाइएगा। और सबसे जरूरी बात है कि कल के स्पीच के बाद कल ही हम प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सेरेमनी करेंगे शाम को 6 बजे, और इसके लिए आप अपने रिजल्ट जानने के लिए प्लीज व्हाट्सएप मैसेज पढ़िएगा। कल जैसे ही सेशन फिनिश हो जाता है, अदा की तरफ से आपको बताए जाएंगे कि क्या करना है आपको आगे प्राइज के लिए। सो जजेस धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अदा के साथ इतने साल जुड़े रहने के लिए। विशाखा जी, रवीना जी, सृजा जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेरे सभी ऑडियंस को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। स्टूडेंट्स ऑसम, पारुल, आरुषि वेरी गुड। तो आज के कार्यक्रम को यहाँ फिनिश करते हैं हम। धन्यवाद 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 धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू दीदी।